Welcome, knowledge seekers, to 10 Quick Facts, your ultimate destination for fast-playing insights.
Switching to pure logic mode. Today we're diving deep into a galaxy-spanning debate that has captivated sci-fi fans for decades. Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as we present 10 undeniable facts that prove, once and for all, that Star Trek and Star Wars exist in entirely separate universes. Get ready to boldly go where no fan has gone before, and may the facts be with you. Our first key difference lies in the fundamental nature of their respective galaxies. Star Trek features a universe where Earth is part of a united federation of planets, actively exploring a vast, shared galaxy with countless species and advanced civilizations. The focus is on diplomacy, scientific discovery, and encountering new life. This contrasts sharply with the Star Wars galaxy, which often feels like a contained, singular entity with a familiar set of species and a history dominated by an ancient conflict between two powerful, mystical orders. The underlying physics and technology in each universe present glaring inconsistencies. Star Trek adheres more closely to plausible scientific principles, even with its warp drive and transporters. These are explained, albeit fictitiously, with pseudo-scientific rigor. Star Wars, however, frequently employs hyperspace travel and relies heavily on the mystical force for many of its seemingly impossible feats. This fundamental divergence in the rules governing their respective realities makes inter-universe travel, or shared existence, logically impossible. Consider the political landscapes. Star Trek's primary government, the United Federation of Planets, is an idealistic, democratic, and multi-species alliance focused on peaceful coexistence and exploration. While it has its conflicts, the underlying ethos is utopian. Star Wars, conversely, is dominated by cycles of galactic empires, rebellions, and an ongoing power struggle, often between the Republic and its successor, the Empire. These vastly different governmental structures and philosophical underpinnings paint a picture of two distinct political histories that couldn't possibly coexist. The timelines simply don't align. Star Trek is generally set in the 22nd to 24th centuries, depicting humanity's future in space. Star Wars famously begins with "a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away." This opening establishes a narrative that is ancient and legendary within its own context, not a future projection from our present. There's no historical overlap or logical progression that would allow for both sagas to unfold within the same chronological framework. Star Trek's universe features a vast array of unique alien species, from Vulcans and Klingons to Romulans and Andorians, each with distinct cultures and histories that are deeply integrated into the Federation's narrative. While Star Wars also boasts diverse alien life, many species like the Twi'leks, Wookiees, and Jawas are consistently portrayed across different planets in a more ubiquitous fashion. The specific and detailed histories of Star Trek's major species have no counterparts or analogous cultures within the Star Wars galaxy, further solidifying their distinct realities. The philosophical underpinnings of each franchise are fundamentally different. Star Trek explores moral dilemmas, ethical considerations, and humanity's potential for growth, often through the lens of Gene Roddenberry's optimistic vision of the future. It's about overcoming challenges through intellect and diplomacy. Star Wars, by contrast, is a classic hero's journey, heavily influenced by mythological archetypes, exploring themes of good versus evil, destiny, and the struggle between light and dark within individuals. These distinct narrative and philosophical frameworks are incompatible. While both feature advanced spacecraft, their design philosophies are wildly divergent. Star Trek ships like the USS Enterprise are sleek, often symmetrical, and designed with clear scientific and exploratory functions, reflecting their advanced future. Star Wars ships, from the Millennium Falcon to Star Destroyers, have a more used future aesthetic, often appearing rugged, worn, and built for specific military or cargo hauling purposes. The very visual language of their starship design speaks to different engineering and cultural origins that couldn't possibly be from the same universe. Star Trek's Earth and its history are clearly established within our own historical context, projecting a future from where we are now. We see how humanity evolved, overcame past conflicts, and united to form the Federation. In Star Wars, Earth is never mentioned, nor is there any clear link to our human history. The galaxy far, far away implies a completely separate origin point and developmental path for its civilizations, utterly disconnected from our familiar terrestrial beginnings. Even the fundamental concept of warfare and conflict differs significantly. Star Trek, while featuring battles, often prioritizes tactical maneuvering, shield management, and scientific solutions to avoid outright destruction, adhering to the Prime Directive. Star Wars, however, frequently depicts large-scale, often visceral space battles and ground skirmishes, where blasters and lightsabers are the primary tools. The scale and nature of conflict, from the individual to the galactic level, operate under entirely different sets of rules and narrative importance, showcasing two separate realities. And finally, the presence of magic versus science. Star Trek firmly plants itself in the realm of science fiction, where even its most advanced technologies are given theoretical scientific explanations. While fantastical, they are rooted in a quest for scientific understanding. Star Wars, with its Force, explicitly introduces a mystical, supernatural element that defies scientific explanation and shapes the very fabric of its galaxy. This fundamental dichotomy, science versus magic, is the ultimate proof that these two iconic franchises occupy entirely separate conceptual and cosmological universes. And there you have it, 10 facts that definitively place Star Trek and Star Wars in separate, unique, and wonderful universes. While they may share space on our shelves, they don't share the same cosmos. Which franchise is your personal favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to 10 Quick Facts for more deep dives. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep seeking knowledge.